Welcome to Synapse Daily. I'm your host, and today we're not chasing ghosts. We're opening dusty file cabinets in Langley, digging through microfilm reels at the National Archives, and reading declassified RAND reports that have sat untouched for 60 years. Because the real story of Cold War AI isn't about rogue machines or philosophical ice. It's about human ambition, bureaucratic failure, and visions of the future that were too big for their time. Let's begin not in a secret Pentagon basement, but in a sunlit office at the Carnegie Institute of Technology in 1955. Part 1. The Dream of Prediction, Herbert Simon and the Thinking Machine. In 1955, two young researchers, Herbert Simon and Alan Newell, sat down with a simple question. Can a machine solve problems the way humans do? They weren't thinking about chatbots or self-driving cars. They were thinking about diplomacy, war, and decision-making under uncertainty. By 1957, they built the Logic Theorist, the first program to mimic human reasoning. It didn't feel or fear, but it could prove mathematical theorems, and that was revolutionary. Their next project? The General Problem Solver, GPS. Funded by the U.S. Air Force and later DARPA, GPS wasn't designed to launch missiles. It was designed to simulate how generals think. In a 1961 RAND report, R307, they modeled the 1956 Suez Crisis and showed how early data could have predicted Britain and France's failed invasion. This wasn't science fiction. This was policy simulation. And it terrified some officials. Not because the machine was too smart, but because it showed their own decisions were predictable, even irrational. Simon would later win the Nobel Prize in economics. Not for building AI, but for proving that human rationality has limits. His machines were mirrors, not minds. Part 2. The checkers player who changed everything. Arthur Samuel at IBM. Meanwhile, at IBM, Dr. Arthur Samuel was doing something quieter, but just as radical. In 11959, he taught an IBM 704 to play checkers. Not by programming rules, but by letting it learn from its own losses. This was the birth of machine learning. Samuel called it roaming. The machine would play thousands of games against itself, adjusting its strategy each time. By 1962, it beat a reigning Connecticut state champion. The New York Times ran a headline, "Computer learns by experience." DARPA took notice. Not because Samuel built a thinking machine, but because he proved that computers could improve without human intervention. But here's what never happened. Samuel's program never analyzed Khrushchev's psychology. It never asked moral questions. It just won at checkers. And that was enough to change the world. DARPA didn't want philosophers. They wanted predictors. And Samuel gave them the first tool to build one. Part 3. The man who dreamed of a thinking web. J.C.R. Licklider and IPTO. In 1962, a psychologist named J.C.R. Licklider was appointed to lead a new office inside ARPA. The Information Processing Techniques Office. IPTO. Licklider wasn't an engineer. He was a visionary. In his 1960 paper, Man-Computer Symbiosis, he wrote, the hope is that, in not too many years, human brains and computing machines will be coupled together very tightly. Under his leadership, IPTO funded Project Mac at MIT, precursor to Multics, then Unix, early speech recognition at Stanford, interactive computing at Berkeley. But his real dream was a galactic network. A global system where researchers could share data in real time. He called it the *** intergalactic computer network. Sound familiar? It's the conceptual birth of the * internet. But Licklider died in 1990, long before it became mainstream. And his vision was stripped of its soul. Today's internet connects us, but rarely thinks with us. ### Part 4. The Soviet Alternative. Viktor Glushkov and the Oga's Dream. While America imagined networks for research, the Soviet Union imagined one for * total economic control. In 1962, cyberneticist Viktor Glushkov * proposed * Ogas, the all-state automated system. It would link every factory, farm, and store in the USSR to a central computer in Moscow. Prices, production, even labor allocation, all optimized in real time. Glushkov wasn't building Skynet, he was trying to * save the planned economy from collapse. He argued that human bureaucrats were too slow, too corrupt, too emotional. A machine could be fairer. But the Soviet Politburo said no. Not because they feared AI, but because * regional party bosses didn't want to lose power. Ogas died not from paranoia, but from * bureaucratic self-interest. Today, Ogas is a footnote, but it was the * first real attempt at a national AI economy. Decades before China's social credit system. ### Part 5. The Crisis That Changed Everything. The Cuban Missile Crisis and the Limits of Prediction. In October 1962, the world held its breath. U-2 photos showed Soviet missiles in Cuba. Kennedy and Khrushchev stood on the edge of nuclear war. And where was AI? Nowhere. Despite all the models, all the simulations, no computer predicted the crisis in time. Why? Because human decisions in moments of existential fear * defy logic. Khrushchev wasn't acting like a rational actor. He was desperate, humiliated, and cornered. After the crisis, DARPA didn't double down on AI. It shifted focus to * survivability. Hardened communication lines, early warning satellites, fail-safe protocols. The lesson wasn't build smarter AI. It was * never trust prediction alone. ### Part 6. The 1970s Collapse. When AI winter began. By 1973, optimism faded. The * Lighthill report * in the UK declared AI research a failure. Funding dried up. Projects like GPS and early NLP were shelved. Why? Because the technology * couldn't deliver on the hype. Computers were too slow, data was too sparse, and human behavior was too complex. But the ideas didn't die. They went underground, into * economics, operations research, and military logistics. AI didn't vanish. It just stopped calling itself AI. ### Part 7. The Legacy. What we lost, and what we kept. So what remains of Cold War AI? * The Internet. Licklider's Dream. Commercialized. Machine learning. Samuel's checkers player. Scaled to billions of users. Predictive policing. Algorithmic trading. AI diplomacy simulators. All descendants of Rand's 1961 crisis models. But we lost something too. The ambition to build AI not just for efficiency, but for understanding. Simon, Licklider, and Glushkov didn't want servants. They wanted * partners in thought. Today, our AI recommends videos, sells ads, and writes emails. It rarely asks, *, is this just? Is this wise? Is this human? Not because it can't, but because * we stopped asking it to. So here's my question to you. What if we revived the true spirit of Cold War AI? Not the myths, but the mission? Not machines that obey, but machines that help us think better. If you enjoyed this journey through declassified history, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts below. and subscribe for more real lost futures. Next time, the Stanford cart, the first self-driving vehicle of 1961, and why it vanished for 20 years. Until then, stay curious, stay critical, and never confuse conspiracy with history.